Today we're going to take a look at the scraper node. Okay, but first, what does it do? Okay, the scraper node will allow you to go to an e-commerce site like this and scrape the data, okay, of a list of products. So many of us here will be familiar, okay, with e-commerce sites because we, visit sites like Rocket Hub or AppSumo, okay, for example, and we are used to looking at a list of products being displayed on the due page. So a scraper node would come in handy when we are trying to extract data of this list. Okay, now do not confuse with the scraper in the scraper node. Right, this is the scraper node with the other scraper in the browser node. So you can use this to scrape. You can also use this to scrape. So let me show you, right? So if you add a step here and you come in here, all right, you will be able to extract data, basically scrape data, right, off that single page. Now, these are two different things. This one will allow you a single scrape, but this one will allow you to scrape basically a single product but repeatedly. Right, this one will allow you to scrape a single product once. Okay, so you use the scraper node, to scrape all this at the same time. But you only use this, okay, to scrape a single, product page. Right. So I hope you can. I hope you understand the difference, because in automation we use some of us might use scraping a lot, right, in automation. So if you want to master, packages and extract, right, more value out of this, you got to know this. Right, so let's watch this in action. Okay, so over here, okay, I have an automation set up to scrape this exact same site. Okay, Rocket Hub. Now I want all the deals, okay, to be scraped. Basically the product name, the price, the URL, okay, to this product, and I want this to be in a table form, a CSV, so that I can export out, okay, and archive that. Right, and it's quite simple. What I have is an input box here that allows me to enter the URL. Okay, the scraper itself is set up such that it will allow me to pull this input into the scraper. Okay, and also I have a JSON set up here. The JSON will tell the scraper exactly what is needed. Okay, what kind of data is needed on this collection, right, or products page. Now then, after the data is scraped, I would want to clean it up. So it's just 2 lines. Okay, this is just JavaScript, and then finally this, okay, will be output in the form of a table that looks something like this. Okay, now I'm going to run this once, okay, just to show you that it works. Yeah, I think that's it. Right, so I'm going to run this package. Okay, the URL is the same. And the whole process is quite fast. Okay, and it's already done. Right, so the result will look exactly like the previous script that was performed, because no products are added. Okay, so you should have a table that looks like this, where you have the title, basically the product name, the price of the product, as well as the link to that single product due page. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Right, and if I were to go to, say, I don't know, the marketplace right here, and check out the marketplace deals, and it looks like it's this similar structure, right? And if you were to right click and inspect the selectors, you would discover that, yeah, it's exactly the same. So hence I can take this, right, and paste it inside, let me see, the package, right here. I'm going to do it here. Okay, so I'm going to run the package. I'm going to change this from deals to marketplace deal. Alright, I'm going to leave it as that, and I'm going to hit the run package button to fire up this automation, and now it's done. Right, so you can see, right, again it works. This is the olabooks.co. That's the first product, and if you go back to this page, it's Ola Books, and the last item here will be Tozo or Instagram influencer, depending on the selector. So over here I think it's script all the way to the end, so it's Instagram influencer marketing kit, right, which is this one. Okay, and if you click on this, it says Instagram influencer marketing kit. That's the URL at the back. Okay, and if you take a look here, it's the same thing. Alright, so the scripper works, but we need to be able to set up the the JSON correctly. Right, so this is a regular JSON, I mean just an array, and you can set this up yourself if you understand a bit of how to write JSON. The Java code, the JavaScript, right, is basically 2 lines. You can copy this and use the same thing. Alright, now let's take a look at the JSON setup, shall we? Okay, so JSON setup will look something like this. Just understand that depending on the data that you're going to scrape and also the page itself, right, the structure of this JSON might change, right, and in most cases it will change. Okay, but then this is the generic generic way of looking at it, right, the generic formatting of this JSON in terms of the structure. So I'm going to walk you through. So perhaps after this, if you're not familiar with JSON, you can then mix and match and just amend a few things, and hopefully it works for you. And if you're not sure, then take this whole thing and run it in ChatGPT, right, and it will help you to clean up. Okay, so I got something to show you. All right, now the whole idea behind this, right, is that if you go to a product page where they show you a list of products, okay, something like this, right, you'll notice that there'll be like a box, okay, box, right? So this is a simple way of breaking it down. Box. Now it can be 3 across, 4 across, 5 across. It doesn't matter, right? So sometimes you go to AppSumo, it can be 5 across, depending on your screen size, 6 across. All right. If they're using a grid, it could be like and your screen is big enough, it could be 10 across. All right. But so it's not a problem at all. Okay. All you need to understand is this. Okay. The structure is set up. The structure for the JSON, right, is set up such that the first selector you need to find is the name of this box. Okay, now in if you're doing web design, this is most likely a card, right? That is so you got to find the name of this card. All right, but in layman's term, we can call this a box. So you got to find the name of this box, right? And the name of this box, in most cases, right, if it's not an element, then it could share a class, right? So if you can find the class name, then you can also use it down here. Okay. Now then the next thing is that the type. Basically, we are trying to set up a list. Okay. So and then the type of most of the time, if they any e-com site, they're going to set up a product list. Okay, so we're going to match it to a list, and then the output, okay, will include, right, everything that's inside each box that you're trying to scrape. So it could be a product name, it could be a price, it could be a link. Okay, a link to a product. Okay, a link to a product, that means the product URL. Often if you were to take a look at say a card like this, right, and you right click and you go to inspect, you would be able to find all the data that you need here, right, in terms of the okay, maybe I'll just use this. Okay, here, right, so this is the H2, and inside the H2 you would find the product name. Okay, right, so this let me show you. Okay, I'll just right click instead, so much faster. Okay, so it's right here. So you can see right here it says Hive support. Okay, so to find the price, again, just right click, hover and right click. and then you can see this is the price 59, right? Now let's go back to this. Okay, so for the earlier packages set up here, this automation here, okay, I just want to extract the title or the product name, the price, and the link, right? And one thing to note is for the link, right? You need to put in the selector, which could be a class, and then we need to have this one right here. It says output href, right? So it will tell the scripper that I'm actually looking for a link, a URL, right? A URL which is basically the product page. All right, so let's look at how we can fill this up, right? So just a quick exercise. Now the first thing you need to do is okay, maybe I'll just click on this and right click. All right, now if let's say you have your inspector open up already, it's going to look a bit messy, so let me close this again. So right click, inspect. Okay, now if it's open up, then you're looking at the so-called the bits and pieces inside, right? We don't want that. We want to keep collapsing the arrow until you see a pattern, right? So in this case, you can see that, okay, if you hover, you will see that, oh, okay, right? I'm not sure they can see that, but let me pull this to the side then and expand this. Okay, so there are 3 across, right? So you see, when I do this, you see the first on the left here, right? It's highlighted, right? And then the middle one, and then the right one. So left, middle, right, then bottom, left, middle, right, right? So when you're able to do this little exercise, 1 2 3 1 2 3, it means you're looking at the right selector. Okay, and this is what I mean by let me show you. You see 1 2 3 1 2 3. It means you're looking at the name of this card already. Okay, you have picked the correct selector. The next thing is, how do you extract the selector? And that's an easy one. So you just go over here, and this is actually the class you should extract. Okay, if you see something like this, there's got like if you double click on this, this is essentially the class, right? So you just need to say copy this, and then you paste this inside here. All right, and remember to put a dot here, all right, to signify that this is a class, right? Now the only problem is that if you were to do this, right, it's too long. Okay, so you just need the master class. All right, basically the dominant one, and this is a dominant one. All right, and then you need the element as well. Okay, so that's it, right? Because this is actually a list. Li stands for list, right? So this is a list, and then the list has a class or product. And if you look at the whole list, it has the same thing: product, 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 product. Okay, then the next one is the title, right? So now you cannot look at this anymore. You have to look inside. So if I were to right click and click on inspect, okay, I'll come down all the way here that says H2. So again, I'm looking at a class, and then I'm pasting the class inside here. All right. Now I'm putting it like a remember to put a full stop in front, like a dot, and then I'm just going to put the element, which is a H2. How do I know it's a H2? It says H2 and then the class. So the element is H2 and then that's the class. Then I'm going to repeat one more time for the price. Okay, so right click, inspect. Okay, and if you cannot see it, click on the arrow here. So now I see this, right? So you can click on this, put a dot, and then it's a span. So you can come here and look at this. So it's span, and the class is WooCommerce price currency symbol. Okay. Okay, except in this case, I pasted it in the wrong row. So let me correct that. Okay. Now, well, the last thing for us to do is to find the selector for the URL, and this is not the one, even though there's a URL here. Okay, this is for the image, right? The link to the image. Okay, so you can see it over here is IMG, it stands for image. Right, so we will now need to look for the here, right here. So A, okay, if you see A is a link, and you can see that this is the link to the product page. So we just need to copy the whole class here. Again, paste this inside, put a dot in front. All right, and because the element is an A, we'll just need to put it here. So it's quite easy, right? Now again, this is so long, right? We do not need the whole thing. You can just remove this. And now we have everything we need here, right? To extract the link to the product page, right? For the single product, the product name, the oops. Okay, this is better. The product price, and that's it, right? So let's head back to packages, and that's what I did. Okay, over here it's exactly the same thing, right? So after this, when you hit the run package button, you will be able to execute all that. Now the JS runner, you can just copy whatever I have here, and just put it inside. It will help you to extract whatever you need and create the the CSV. So that's it, right? That's essentially what you need to do to scrape a product page that has got a list of product, right? So, or any e-com sites for that matter. So you can go to Rocket Hub and try the exact same thing. And once you're successful with this, then you can try it on the Amazon. You can try it on Etsy. Yeah, any I don't know, maybe even any local directory. All right. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, right, put in a comment below so that I can start to make tutorials that answer some of these questions. Yeah, because I noticed that the number of viewers, quite many, quite a number, right? I think it's about 100 plus over viewers so far, but then the number of subscribers is like only a small percentage, right? So hit the subscribe button and comment in the box to tell me what is it, okay, that might interest you, so I can make the content that will address precisely this. All right, so that's it for now. Catch you in the next video. Bye.